Whoa, whoa, whoa. Second. Hi, good evening. How are you? The month of March. Well, and March is going to be a great month. A month for you. If you believe it, type a one. Believe March is going to be a great month for you. Just give me a one on the comment. Yes, just put a one on the comment. Thank you. Yes, we are here for tea time with Amara, and we're just going to continue with we're going to continue with Think and Grow Rich. I like to put this on. Helps me manage my back. It's a quantum tie, by the way, because I just surround myself with quantum products so that I key into a preventive lifestyle instead of working all day with my laptop and my phone, and then I have to go take some medication for pains. I'll put on things like this, and they help me be fine. It helps the body to heal itself and all the rest. So Think and Grow Rich is the book we've been looking at, the book of the moments. Think and Grow Rich has been the book of the moments. So I just want to put on my lights so you get to see me very well. Hey, Sarah Robs. How are you, Sarah? How are you doing? Yes, I just put my light on. How are you? Think and Grow Rich is the book. Is that Sarah Roberts? Okay, hi Sarah, how are you doing? Okay, so have you read this book, Think and Grow Rich? Have you read it? Like you're seeing the book, the letters, whatever. It's titled Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I want to encourage you. You're never too young to read this book. I'm giving my children to start reading. Okay, so it's a book that every successful person on earth have read. So I want to encourage you to get this book and read it to understand how life works. The reason why people struggle in life is because they don't understand how it works. This is my quantum spray bottle. It's very good, especially to smoothen the face. We ladies would like our face to be smooth, even the men. Now, you can't be able to use this bottle if you don't know how it works, right? You could get it, and until you figure out. Now, first of all, it could take a long time trying to figure out how it works, and you get it right. But the easier way is to get someone to tell you, oh, this is how it works. You just open it up, you pour your water, and you spray. When the water finishes up, you put another one, and you will notice that your skin is smoother and smoother. You notice that you're healthier. If you get this other type, which is also a spray bottle, you're wondering, like, how does it work? How does it work? Oh, just bring this out. Okay, open up the other one, pour water, scroll it back, and you fix it back in. Okay, and then you spray, and you enjoy the whole thing. Wow. And we'll spray in your mouth, and you have mouth odor. And so I'm actually showing you this product. I sell it, you can buy it, you should buy it actually. I'm always with mine, but I'm also using it to illustrate that until you know how things work, you cannot use it. You don't have to figure it out or someone tells you. It's easier when somebody tells you. It shortens the learning curve. And so also is life. But interestingly, many people don't take the time to learn how life works, to learn the principles of money making. And money is a big deal. Money is an issue. You can hardly exist in life without money. In fact, you can't function. You can't exist without funds. Either your own funds or your parents' fund or the funds of people around you. Money is very, very important. And it's very important. Hello. Yes, it's very important you understand the principles of wealth creation. And so that's where this kind of books come in. Think and Grow Rich. Every single successful person has read this. And the thing about them is that they tell you they read it every single year. Some say they read it every day. Bob Proctor, who just passed on, who is a success coach, has been a success coach for over 50 years to many, many people. And he said, this book changed his life and he's always with it. He reads it every day. So if you haven't read the book, I want to encourage you to get this book and start reading. The principles discussed in it is principles of how life works, okay? Which is the truth, which is based on the truth of life, no matter what you believe, what your foundations are. This is nothing but the truth. And you're also encouraged to read it over and over. So we started from chapter 1. Chapter 1 was all about thoughts. One of the ways to actually succeed in any endeavor is to be in touch with the thoughts you think towards that thing. Because the title of the first chapter is Thoughts Are Things, and powerful things are that. And that's why he said that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. If you think you will succeed, if you think you're a success, so shall it be. If you think that things doesn't work out for you, blah, 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 whatever. In fact, the next chapter we're going into, no, not the next chapter, the next topic we'll be talking about tomorrow is about the power of negative thoughts. And they will cite examples of people who have been harmed seriously because of negative thoughts. And I love the way Napoleon Hill writes. He dishes out these principles, and he tells stories of people that have used this principle and succeeded, whether it's positive or negative. Like, he's going to give us stories of people who have held on to some negative thoughts and it worked. Thanks for joining my live. Feel free to share my live. Check the link on my bio. Partner with me. I found something good. I found something that's really helping people create great sense of income, plug into a preventive lifestyle, and then know that it's still possible to make a great success out of life. So today, confidence, because we've gone from chapter 1, thoughts, telling us about thoughts. They gave us examples of Mr. Barnes, who thought that he would like to partner with Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison was a great guy at the time. Remember Thomas Edison? Yeah. And Mr. Barnes was nobody knew him. He didn't even have the money, had no connection, but he held on to that thought, held on to it long enough. And you know what? It happened. From thoughts, they went on to design what your desire is. Do not allow temporal defeat. Do not allow temporal defeat to distract you. It's called, that defeat is defined as temporal, because every single person who have achieved any kind of success have failed. One of the quotes, I think quote of the day yesterday says that people get defeated, but don't let the defeat you encounter defeat you. Yes, you don't have to be a defeated person, but you could experience some defeat as you go on in life, right? And they gave us stories of people who had failed, who experienced failure, experienced defeat, Example like Helen Keller. She lost her seeing, she lost her speaking, she went deaf, dumb, and blind. But when Beethoven is known, he was deaf, he was deaf, born deaf. And so many stories of people who are even great songwriters, when you check out their background, some experienced serious love tragedy, some lost their family, so many tragic things that happened to them. But despite that, it still became successful. So we are encouraged to understand that in your pursuit to be successful. And then, of course, Napoleon told us that you can't actually achieve success without dreaming, having a dream. Yes, and you can't be a dreamer if you are not ambitious, if you are lazy and you're somebody that procrastinates. So those are things that we need to get in touch with as we make up our mind that we want to be a success. And I hope you have. You have made up your mind that, you know what, I'm going to be a success. And it's never too early, nor too late. It's never too late. Yeah, the Sanders guy, the guy that has the Kentucky Fried Chicken, he started at 65. Whenever a man wakes up, that's it. And then strong desire also. I remember him telling us that strong desire can even defeat nature, Mother Nature. Napoleon Hill had a son who was born deaf. Not only was he born deaf, he didn't have any hearing mechanism. There was no ear, nothing. It was just plain blank like that. And he told himself that this boy will speak, this boy will hear. He treated him like a normal child. He didn't go to deaf school. The story was that he actually spoke one time, because when you believe something long enough, wow, life will come to test you to see if what you say you want to do, whether you really, really want to do it. But when life sees that this lady, this guy, they really mean what they want to do you know that they say that life will give way and then bring things together, put things together to ensure that your dream comes true. Many of the convenience that we enjoy today was born out of people who dared to dream, like the Wright brothers. The Wright brothers one day, and they dreamt that, can we create a machine where man can fly? It was so horrible. It was so unbelievable. You know, their father, who was a clergyman at the time, said it was heresy. How could you dream? How could you think of that? If God wanted man to fly, he would have given him wings. Today, you want to travel to anywhere around the world, all you need to do is take an airplane. It's the convenience that we enjoy. You're in your home right now, you can hear me. Yes, because O. Henry, the guy called O. Henry, thought that it's possible to transmit human voice to distance. They locked him up. They thought he was mad. So this is all put together to encourage you on your journey to dreaming. Dream, dare to be different. Do not let your physical circumstances define yourself. In fact, the challenges you face, the problems you see right now, no matter what it is. And I like they say there's nothing new under the sun. Whatever challenge you're facing right now, somebody has faced that same challenge. Somebody has faced something worse. And they have their success stories. And despite that, they made it. So, formula for self-confidence: know that you have the ability to achieve the object of your definite purpose. You have to know that that's number one. It has to be a clear knowing in you that it's in you. You have the ability. If it's not been done before, if it's difficult to do, if the way to do it is difficult, the main thing is that it's in you. You have the ability to achieve the object of your definite purpose. So long as you can be persistent. Persistent is very important. It's not moving, but you decide you're not going to move. Please ignore the sound out there. It's not moving. Just 1 second. My neighbor is mowing his grass. So the sound is coming in here. Okay. So you just have to just tell yourself, I don't know how this is going to work. It's quite difficult. I've tried to do it so many times. It's not working. But I'm not going to give up. Hey, Kechuku, how are you? I'm not going to give up. I am just going to make sure it works. The good news we have today in number one of the self-confidence formula is for you to know that it's in you. You have it in you to figure it out, to make it succeed. Number two, the dominant thoughts in your mind will manifest into physical reality. So that's why you need to filter the thoughts that you allow. Things may go through your mind, different thoughts, but because you have become aware and enlightened on the fact that that dominant thought, that which you allow to stay, will manifest. You dismiss the ones you don't want. Any thoughts come into your mind that it doesn't align with your purpose, with your goal, what you would love to happen. Like a thought comes in now and they say, oh, what if? You know, imagination is another thing. Sometimes growing up as a person, I could imagine things and just imagine and imagine. But what I tell myself right now is, do I want that thing to happen? Like somebody might say, oh, what if there's a war in your country? Yeah, and then you go that way. Do you want war? No, so you don't think about it. Very good example, right? Anything negative, anything you don't want, do not give your energy to it. What you give thoughts to, you fuel, you give energy to it. So number one is just know in you that you have the ability to achieve what you want. It's in you, you have it. Number two is that whatever thoughts you allow to be dominant in your mind has the ability to manifest itself. Number three, spend some time daily going through your goals. In my past sessions, we talk about the importance of having your goals. Take a pen and paper and write the things you would like to achieve. It's very important. It may be like an activity that doesn't really matter. Take time and write. In fact, right now they tell us to write it every single night. The things you want, how you have the power to design your life. Yes, you design your life. You see people that have finally succeeded today. They tell you they wrote their goal. I was listening to Costas Madoka the other time, the owner of Coach Charis, and he would tell you how he wrote his goal when he was 14, 15, 16. He said he was going to get married before age 20. So he was going to be a millionaire before age 25. So most people who have become success in life write the people that write goals, but you see majority of people ignore that principle. It's a principle of life. You have to be a goal writer. Write your goals every single day. What are you doing with your time anyway? Take time to write your goal. Write it down very, very clearly, and committing to build whatever you're doing, commit to build in a very honest way, and then go through this formula all the time. So thank you for being here. I think I've outstayed my time. Today, 7 p.m., I have a Zoom meeting. If you check my wall, you'll see the link. I think that's in about 25 minutes time. I have a 24 minutes time. I have a Zoom meeting where we showcase what we do. I want to invite you guys to come on the Zoom call, and let's walk out this. All week has passed, a month, a year, 2 years, and you haven't fallen ill. Your body is constantly being equipped to be the link in my bio. Connect with us, and let's build a very beautiful life, because you are the architect of your life. You are the master